we have to see terms amplitude, period, frequency of SHM. So we will see it one by one. First we will see amplitude of SHM. Amplitude of SHM. Consider a particle is moving from M and N straight line. M to N straight line. This is center point. Consider particle is at this point N, and this displacement O to N, this displacement will be X. O to N. Instead of N, you can consider this as a P, because already N we have considered here. Now O is mean position, M and N are extreme position. We know that displacement of particle is given by x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. Equation 1. We know about it. Now if you consider this particle will be at extreme position, means what? At extreme position, that is nothing but what? Maximum displacement. If particle will have maximum displacement, then what? X is equal to either plus or minus a, because this will be your total amplitude. A will be what? Total amplitude. So either it will be plus a or minus a. Plus a or minus a. Now if you put this value in this equation 1, equation 1 becomes what? It will be x equal to plus minus a is equal to a into sine of omega t plus phi. So a will cancel out. Sine of omega t plus phi is equal to plus or minus 1. So distance a is nothing but what? Your amplitude. Okay, a is nothing but what? Amplitude. A is equal to amplitude of SHM. A is nothing but amplitude of SHM. So sine of omega t plus or minus phi is equal to plus 1 or minus 1. So when it will be plus 1 or minus 1? When it will be omega t plus phi is equal to what? Pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2. Sine 90 will be 1 or sine 3 pi by 2 will be 1. So this is nothing but your amplitude. Okay, this is maximum values. So maximum displacement from a particle performing SHM from its mean position is nothing but a amplitude of SHM. Now we have to see period of SHM. Next point, that is period of SHM. Now we know about time. Okay, there is a difference between time and period. Okay, what is unit of time? Second. Unit of period, that is also second. But time is nothing but what? 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. But period will be in terms of equal interval or complete circle. Okay, if you consider this is pendulum. Okay, it will oscillate like this. Okay, so when this pendulum will grow from mean to extreme, extreme to mean, again extreme, again mean, then this will be your one complete period. Maybe it will take 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, so I will write that time taken by the particle performing performing SHM to complete one oscillation or one revolution, whatever you can use. One oscillation is called period. Is called period of SHM. So again we are going to use that same equation, okay? Which same equation? Displacement. We know that x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. Okay, now we are going to use some time. Okay, this particle will be at extreme position, again it will come to the mean position, go to extreme and again mean. So mean position to the mean position, it will take some time. So I will consider that time in terms of pi. So after a time t is equal to t plus 2 pi upon omega be the displacement. Then we have to put this value of t in this equation. That is your equation 2. Okay, so it will be x is equal to a sine of omega. What is value of t? This term, t plus 2 pi upon omega, okay, and plus this phi, whole bracket complete. Okay, first this bracket and second this bracket will complete. Now multiply to this bracket by omega, it will be a sine omega t plus 2 pi omega upon omega plus phi. Omega will cancel out, which is equal to a sine omega t plus 2 pi plus phi. So what is sine 2 pi? It will be 0. Sine of any pi will be 0. So sine 2 pi, which is equal to 0. So this term will be 0. So which is equal to a into sine of omega t plus phi. This is displacement. So it indicates what? Again it will be same term. Okay, again it will be same term. So it indicates what? After 2 pi interval, okay, time of 2 pi upon omega, okay, after this time, okay, particle will be at same position. Every 2 pi upon omega, particle will be at same position. Every 2 pi upon omega, particle will be at same position. So I will write here, after 2 pi upon omega, particle will complete one oscillation, or it will be at same position. It will be at same position. Every 2 pi upon omega, particle will be at same position. Okay, so I will consider this as capital T also. Okay, so it can be written as small t is equal to capital T is equal to 2 pi upon omega, where 2 pi upon omega is nothing but what? Your period. T is nothing but what? Period. Okay, that is equal to 2 pi upon omega. Fine. And we know that from introduction of this lecture, we have seen that, okay, K is equal to m omega square. So omega square is equal to what? K upon m. Okay, I will write here. We know that K is equal to m omega square. Omega square is equal to K upon m. So K is what? Force constant or force per unit displacement. We have seen that f is equal to minus kx. So k is equal to f upon x. So I will write this omega square is equal to what? K is nothing but what? Force per unit displacement. K is force per unit displacement upon this mass, that is m. Or also we can write this as a acceleration per unit displacement also. Is it? We have seen a is equal to minus omega square x. So omega square is equal to what? A upon x. Again I will write here omega square is equal to acceleration per unit displacement. Acceleration per unit displacement. Is it? I can write this well. So acceleration per unit displacement. Now we have to calculate the value of t. Okay. So this is your equation 3. T is equal to 2 pi upon omega equation 3. And we know that omega square is equal to, what is this term omega square? K upon m. And omega is equal to what? Under root k upon m. Now put this value in equation 3. Put this value in equation 3. So what it will be? T is equal to 2 pi upon omega. That is what? Under root of k upon m. Under root k upon m. So this m will go to the numerator. So its value will be t is equal to 2 pi under root m upon k. So this is a required equation for period. Is it? Again you can calculate this equation for acceleration also you can calculate. I will write that t is equal to 2 pi upon omega. Omega square is equal to a upon x. Again I will write omega is equal to under root a upon x. If you put this value here, t is equal to 2 pi under root a upon x. What it will be again? T is equal to, then again this x will go to the numerator. So t is equal to 2 pi under root x upon a. Again this will be the equation of period of SHM. So we can say that this period of SHM is dependent upon which parameter? M, mass, then force constant, then displacement and acceleration. So T is dependent upon these 4 parameters. Okay. And then last one is, that is third, frequency of SHM. So that is small n we have to define. So what is frequency? Number of oscillations performed by particle of SHM per unit time. That is frequency. I will write here. Number of oscillations performed by particle in SHM per unit time is called frequency of SHM. Is it? So number of oscillations performed by particle in SHM per unit time. So I will write this n is equal to 1 upon t. That is number of oscillations performed by particle per unit time, or n is equal to 1 upon t. So what is value of t? From equation 4. T is equal to 2 pi under root m upon k. Now what is value of frequency? Okay, n is equal to 1 upon t, equation 5. So n is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root m upon k. Now again this k will go to the numerator. So n is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root k upon m. Okay, equation 6, that is equation of frequency. And we know that there are 2 to 3 units of frequency. Okay, unit of period is what? Second. Okay, then unit of amplitude is what? That is meter. Amplitude which can be measured in meter or centimeter. Now unit of frequency N is what? Hertz. Okay, in short we write hertz. Then one more unit is there. Okay, that is CPS. That is nothing but what? Cycles per second. CPS stands for what? Cycles per second. Then what? RPM. That is revolution per minute. Revolution per minute. And one more is a RPS, that is revolution per second. So in this way there are 3 to 4 units for frequency. So there are 2 types of frequency. One is a linear frequency is also there, and angular frequency is also there. Fine. And here we have just seen that angular frequency, particle perform one oscillation in unit time. Okay, particle perform oscillation in 1 unit time. So again I will show you this term, that is, okay, when particle will perform one oscillation in unit time, that is frequency. Okay, so I will give you one simple example of frequency. Okay, so whatever mosquitoes, okay, when at night, okay, so we listen their sound. Okay, very light sound we listen at night when these mosquitoes are coming towards each other, or instead of that, which we can say when they are coming towards close to our ear. Okay, we get some sound. Okay, so that sound will be in terms of 15 hertz to 20 hertz, maybe 15 to 20 hertz. Means what? This